fucking dangerous sport, man.
You were saying it's scarier than what you did.
It's way scarier than what I did to my knee, because you know that the knee's just going to be alright, whereas your eye, still don't know how it's going to be. Find this, I can't see, but we'll try. Right, this has been fight day. It's now the next day. About what time is it? 3:36 AM. Got some Oreos. At least I got something positive there. And yeah, we're just waiting for further results. We've got to do some more tests in the UK as well. So we're flying back tomorrow and today. And we'll go from there. I'm not sure when. I'm ready to let everyone know what's going on. So thanks for the support though, appreciate it.
Yeah. If he stay here, I need to see him again on Monday.
Yeah.
If he doesn't stay here, then he must see somebody after 2 days. Okay?
Yeah, we can go see.
You're glad he stopped the fight as well?
Huh?
It's good that he stopped the fight.
Yeah. Of course. You should stop the fight until you are good again and until you clear from ophthalmology department from our side. After, not for this visit, after the second visit, after make sure everything coming back to normal, the vision, I think everything. Okay?
Okay.
But we didn't find anything dangerous.
Okay.
If your eye gets swollen and it gets shut, or if your nose gets clogged and you can't breathe, that you're kind of used to these things. Tom said something, and look, we got to dwell on a guy in a really bad moment, but to dwell on him, he said, I got poked in the eye, I can't see. If you got poked in the eye and you're injured, we have a totally different conversation. If you get poked in the eye and you can't see, generally in our sport, that's just something you've got to push through.
I'm not saying it's Tom's fault, and I'm not gonna, pretend that I know how bad it is or isn't. I think Ciryl made a poetic point that you have to be used to or willing to fight with one eye. I did it in Singapore. You never say I can't see if you want to continue to fight.
The eye poke, it was a bad eye poke. It really was. It was a double eye poke, and it went really, really deep into his eyes. Tom was clearly emotional, upset.
Human beings, our natural reaction when somebody comes towards us is to open my hands and stick my hands out. When I throw a body kick, when you learn Muay Thai and you throw kicks, they don't teach you to throw them like this. They teach you to open your hands, you throw your hand, you put your hands in front of your opponent's face to block them, and then you throw like this, boom.
UFC 321 ended in shocking fashion as the heavyweight title clash between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane was halted early due to an accidental double eye poke in the opening round. What started as a fast, high-intensity battle quickly turned to disappointment when officials ruled the fight a no contest, leaving fans stunned.
Un peu déçu de l'issue du combat forcément, pour plusieurs choses, par rapport à tout ce qu'on a pu mettre en œuvre, par rapport à tous les engagements, par rapport aussi à la physionomie du combat, par rapport au futur. C'est vraiment pas très satisfaisant comme issue.
Dana White called the Tom Aspinall vs. Ciryl Gane ending an unfortunate twist in what had the makings of a spectacular heavyweight showdown. He praised both fighters for their sharp performances early on, noting the fight's potential to be unforgettable. White commended Gane for rebounding well after his loss to John Jones and confirmed that a rematch is the most logical next step once Aspinall fully recovers, acknowledging the outcome was disappointing for everyone involved.
The eye poke and how it went out.
I mean, I feel the way everybody feels. Great showing, ending, I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Yeah, what did you think about the fight on its way to the eye poke? What did you take from those 4 minutes?
Good. Looked like we were in for a few rounds and it was going to be a good fight.
It would seem obvious that a rematch is right on the cards. Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the but yes.
Ciryl Gane expressed deep disappointment over how the UFC 321 main event ended, offering heartfelt apologies to Tom Aspinall, the fans, and everyone who expected a thrilling heavyweight showdown. He admitted feeling personally let down, wishing the fight had continued fairly rather than being stopped by an unfortunate accident. "I'm very sorry for the crowd, for the fans, for everybody," Gane said. "I'm sorry for Tom Aspinall, and I'm sorry for myself." Tom Aspinall was visibly frustrated after the abrupt ending, reacting to the crowd's boos with emotion. He explained that the eye poke severely impacted his vision, leaving him unable to continue. "Guys, I just got poked knuckle deep in the eye. Why are you booing? What am I supposed to do? I can't see," he said. the fight was just getting going. Gane also admitted that the result felt hollow, as it didn't reflect the effort and preparation he and his team had put in. He wanted to showcase the improvements in his game, but the unfortunate no contest robbed him of that chance. For now, Gane says he'll lean on his team, manager, and the UFC to decide what's next while staying focused on future challenges.
L'issue du combat, forcément, pour plusieurs choses, par rapport à tout ce qu'on a pu mettre en œuvre, par rapport à tous les engagements, par rapport aussi à la physionomie du combat, par rapport au futur, c'est vraiment pas très satisfaisant comme issue. Donc non, maintenant, le futur, moi je le connais pas encore, c'est mon manager, je fais confiance à mon manager, à ma team et à l'UFC. C'est eux qui discutent entre eux, moi je suis juste un combattant.
Daniel Cormier shared his post-fight reaction, describing the difficult scene backstage with Tom Aspinall following the UFC 321 main event. He revealed that Aspinall's right eye was heavily bandaged and completely shut, while the left eye, the one that took the deeper poke, showed signs of serious damage. Cormier noted that both eyes looked painfully swollen, emphasizing just how severe the injury was. "I saw Tom Aspinall backstage, his right eye was completely covered in bandages because he couldn't open it," Cormier explained. "What's crazy is, the left eye was actually the one that got poked knuckle deep, and it looked even worse underneath." Cormier added that Aspinall was visibly upset by the crowd's initial reaction. Many fans booed, assuming he had quit, but once the replay aired, their perspective changed. "Tom was very frustrated by the boos," Cormier said. But after people saw the replay, they realized what happened and started booing Ciryl Gane instead. However, analyst Michael Bisping, fictionally Jilson in your text, offered a contrasting opinion, suggesting that Aspinall should have tried to continue despite the eye poke. He argued that overcoming such adversity is part of a champion's mindset and that enduring tough situations separates good fighters from great ones at the elite level.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye, he's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite, we're trying to show grace, but in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times.
Once again, it's MMA. If somebody's coming at me and I go like this, it's my hands coming out. It's a natural reaction. It's a natural reaction. That's one thing people don't understand. Like when you do Muay Thai, when you kick, you need your hands out. Even in the gloves, when I throw a kick, my hands are open inside the gloves. You know, I love how people are like, oh, there's so many eye pokes in MMA. Guys, my hands are open. And people don't understand. They always talk about, when are we gonna fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts? Newsflash, you're never gonna do it. The reason why is because as human beings, our natural reaction when somebody comes towards us is to open my hands and stick my hands out. When I throw a body kick, when you learn Muay Thai and you throw kicks, and obviously the accident foul was an accident, right? But the way he had his hands on Tom Aspinall's face is the correct technique to do. It just wasn't in his hands, right?
I thought that the fight was turning out to be a little bit harder than perhaps Tom had expected. I had one concern with Tom, and this is not his fault, it's because he's so doggone good, but the reality is he finished 6 guys in the first round. He's never been to a third round of a fight, just for example. So the question is, how are you going to respond when things get tough? But there was something about the way that the story was being told, the way that it was being held on the eye and never removed. I mean, don't forget, this cloth that he had in his eye contained an ice cube. This wasn't some kind of a magic cloth that was going to cure a cornea or something that was wrong with your eye or even take swelling away. It contained an ice cube. Right. And it was just being held on there oddly. Then there was conversations that were taking place. There was a story that was being told, and I've checked out of fights before. I know what it looks like, and I knew that he